Sitting tall on your sit bones, tail anchored, engaged core. Spine twist, inhale, prepare, and exhale to twist through the upper back, ribcage area. Inhale to center and alternate the sides. The aim is to sit as tall as possible. The more we stretch our spine, the easier it will twist. So you can keep the fingers under the chin, elbows wide or arms wide. Your aim is to keep your nose and chest bone in line. Work to the pace of your breathing, out to twist, in to return to center. Keep focusing on the shoulder stability, melting those shoulder blades down your spine. Only take the twist as far as you feel comfortable. Really feeling this through the rib cage area. We're targeting the deep rotator muscles along the spine. We need to ensure that we've done both the sides evenly. And when you come back to center, then we release, changing down onto one side. This will be torpedo, stretching the spine long, stacking the shoulders and hips, core engaged. As you breathe out, we shall lengthen both legs until the ankles hoist in the air. Inhale, release. Work again at your own pace. So the fingertips on the floor help you to keep balance. If you feel this okay, you can progress to having the arm on the side. Remember, it's all about the length. If you can't stretch any further, you'll automatically lift upwards. So keep it at your own level, adding the arm over the top if you feel you have the control and balance. Use the core energy, transfer this energy through the body, not only just stretching through the legs, but also through the head. And we work until we feel it's challenged us, never slouching. Keep that little gap under the side you're lying on. This is all strengthening the back and core. Moving on, we now have the chest opener, legs bent in, core engaged. Breathe out as you move your top arm up to the sky and behind you, feeling the stretch. Inhale to return back to center, working in time with the pace of your breathing, opening on the breath out, closing on the breath in. We're aiming for a smooth movement, holding the shoulder blades down into your back pockets. Keep that stability throughout. Lengthen your spine. Hold the body posture. We're stretching through the chest, the shoulder, and then we're closing with strengthening the chest. So all about the upper body, chest, back and shoulder area. Just go as far as you feel comfortable each time. Keep pulling those shoulders down. So easy to let them hunch up. Just keep that stability. Remember, we're after perfection of movement, precision. Really smooth. You check, you can just feel what feels good for you. So this time we're changing position, we're sitting. Our aim now is to keep our chest wide open for a hip twist, legs to one side on the breath out, inhale to return. We alternate the sides and we're aiming to take the legs as far over as we can without the hips popping up in the air. We're keeping our neutral spine stretched, core engaged, shoulders stable. You'll feel this around the waist, through the hip area, just rolling across from one side to the other. Try to keep your movement in time with your breathing. Feel the flow and the control. Really use that core energy, transfer it through your body. It's about the smooth movement. How far can we go? Keeping perfect technique. Notice that we keep the gap even between the knees throughout. All about keeping our joints in alignment. Breathe deeply through the chest. Use your lungs. Really stretch the body. Keep the neck long. We'll now do the second side. So coming down again for torpedo. Lengthen. Stack the shoulders and hips. Engage the core. We'll breathe out to hoist. Breathe in, return. Keep working to the pace of your own breathing. So note that we have our palm up on our pillow arm. Let's just make sure that we take the arm out and we're definitely using our core. Remember to work at your own level, whether it's fingers down, arm on the body, or taking the arm overhead. Remember, we're after precision and good technique. So it's not about how much you can do, it's about how well you can do your own option. Really push that energy. We're aiming to lengthen the muscles, stretch that energy through to the toes, as well as stretching through the head. Grow those few inches taller every time. Keep that piece of paper gap underneath the lower side. No slouching. Hips and shoulders stacked. Challenge yourself. All smooth. Same as the change into the chest opener again. Remember, core engaged, breath out to open the arm. Feel the stretch, breath in to return, and then keep going in your own time. So it might take a little bit of a time to just find where that will reach to. Starts off a little bit stiff, but eases up as we move through. Your aim is to make sure it's only the arm moving. Use your core to stabilize the rest of the body, lengthening that spine continuously, using your chest, your back, your shoulder. Open and close as smoothly as possible. So we're trying to keep our hand in line with our shoulder, but remember those shoulders need to remain stable, no hunching. Just take it as far as you feel comfortable. All about transferring that core energy, using your oxygen. Remember, we're breathing into the rib cage. Find your flow. Keep the rhythm. Always feeling really good. Controlled throughout. So changing position this time onto our back, the supine position. Ensure you set up correctly. Neutral spine, shoulders stable, core engaged. So we'll be working on the bridge exercise, using your pelvic tilt on the breath out, and then peeling your spine one vertebra at a time. Rest on your shoulder blades at the top, and then peel back down, melting one bone at a time into the mat. Release to neutral and go again. So we're trying to breathe in at the top and bottom, breathing out as we do the roll up and down. Just keeping everything as smooth as possible. So if you're feeling that you've got clumps of vertebrae moving all in one go, try and slow it down, smooth it out. It's all about that control of the body. Your lower back will touch down before your bottom. So holding that pelvic tilt from start to finish. And the more we lengthen our spine, the easier it will move. Here we see we're adding an arm action. This is optional. It just increases what you can feel on the way down and checks you've got total control. So helping with your balance. Breath in to float the arms overhead at the top if you wish. Leave them up there as we roll down. One chink at a time. Bicycle chain action. The arms come down when we're neutral at the bottom. Keeping the flow. Checking our knees are stable. We should have our hip width gap. An apple or tennis ball gap between the knees and ankles. You feel it in the hamstrings, just pull the feet a little bit closer towards you. The gap under the chin all the time. Lengthened position of the spine. Feel that movement. All about mobility of the spine. Really strengthening the core. Making sure we have total control of our spine. And as we come to the end, we can relax the arms and just take a rest to recover. Make sure we stretch out